Good morning, good morning. Here's what's been happening lately. 3 things. First, SNAP work requirements for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program have gone into effect as of February 1st. Next, new legislation aims for e-bike regulation. And lastly, student loan borrowers in Illinois could face a tax bomb in 2026. Let's break it all down. First, for those who rely on SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, as of February 1st, people up to age 64 will have to work or volunteer at least 80 hours per month to remain eligible for food assistance. The work rules also expanded to include people who are homeless, veterans, and parents of teens 14 and older. Census data shows that 45% of people 25 years and older who live in Chicago households that receive SNAP benefits are working, according to the 2023 American Community Survey. Now, leading up to February 1st, community groups and SNAP recipient advocates have urged recipients to request an exemption by February 1st when the eligibility rules kicked off. If a person doesn't meet the requirements, they will lose their benefits after 3 months and will not be able to apply again for 3 years. Reasons for exemptions include being pregnant, having a mental or physical condition that makes it difficult to maintain a job, or enrollment in a substance abuse treatment program, according to Illinois Department of Human Services. State officials have estimated that as much as 400,000 residents could lose SNAP benefits because of the new rules. About 100,000 people had filed exemptions as of earlier this month, according to the Illinois Department of Human Services. Next, the Illinois Secretary of State is pushing legislation to regulate electronic bikes for the first time to rein in more dangerous e-motos that go upwards of 50 miles per hour. A new state initiative called Ride Safe, Ride Smart, Ride Ready seeks to increase the safety of e-bikes and other electronic motors of personal transportation known as micromobility devices. The program aims to address Illinois' archaic bike laws, which currently don't address some of the fastest electronic two-wheelers. Several municipalities in Illinois have already created their own laws governing e-bikes, but advocates say the laws are inconsistent. With a new law, Illinois could become part of a growing number of states across the country to enact stricter e-bike laws. In addition to the initiative's legislation, an educational component will teach high schoolers across the state about e-bike safety. Lastly, for the first time in 5 years, certain forms of student loan forgiveness will be taxable following a change in federal tax policy this year. This comes after a provision of the American Rescue Plan Act expired on December 31st. That measure, signed into law in 2021 by former President Joe Biden, temporarily excluded student loan debt from federal income taxes. And those tax implications could extend to Illinois state taxes as well, unless lawmakers act. President Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act, enacted last summer, did not make the student loan tax forgiveness provision permanent. As a result, student loans that are canceled or partially forgiven in 2026 and beyond will see taxes owed on all those forgiven amounts, advocates say. In addition to federal taxes, some borrowers will also face a similar tax hike at the state level. Illinois is one of 20 states whose tax codes automatically conform to the federal change. This means that unless Illinois legislators decouple the conforming provision before taxes are due next year, student loan forgiveness amounts will also be taxed by the state.